Welcome again. After studying the textual presentation of data and tabular presentation of data, this is the third method of presenting data. We will see what is diagrammatic presentation of data. This is another way of presenting data. So this method provides the quickest understanding of the actual situation. सिर्फ डायग्राम को देखने से आपको पता चल जाएगा कि डाटा क्या शो कर रहा है. Therefore, it is important to present the data through diagrams. Diagrammatic presentation of data translates quite effectively the highly abstract ideas contained in tables. Okay, sometimes by looking at the table, we may not be able to comprehend that table easily. But when we'll see the diagram, it is easily comprehensible for us. Okay, हम देख के डायग्राम को अंडरस्टैंड कर सकते हैं कि डायग्राम में क्या ट्रेंड्स बताए जा रहे हैं. Clear? There are various kinds of diagrams in common use. First is geometric diagram, second is frequency diagram, and the third is arithmetic line diagram. Okay, let us see these one by one. First is geometric diagram. In geometric diagram, there are two types of diagrams: bar diagrams and pie diagrams. Okay, these two types of diagrams comes in the category of geometric diagram. The bar diagram is further of three types. Okay, bar diagram may be simple, it may be multiple, and it may be component bar diagram. We will see all these cases one by one. What is simple bar diagram? You may have understood in your class 10 that bar diagram is it comprises of rectangular bars that are equispaced from each class. For each class or category of data, the height of these bars shows the magnitude of the data. Okay, the lower end of the bar touches the baseline, and that of the height of the bar starts from the zero. In this way, the lower starts from zero and higher it may be anything. Okay, so the height of the bar shows the magnitude of the data. So from the by looking at the bar diagram, you can easily comprehend the data. Data for this can be of frequency or non-frequency type. Okay, what is our type of data can be shown through bar diagram. In non-frequency type data, a particular characteristics, say production, yield, population, etc., at various points of time or of different states are noted, and corresponding bars are made of respective heights according to the values of the characteristics to construct the diagram. Okay, this type of data is non-frequency type data. Different type of data may require different modes of diagrammatic presentation. So bar diagram are suitable for both for frequency type and for non-frequency type variables. Okay, discrete variables कौन से होते हैं? For example, family size, spots on a dice, grades in an examination. All these are discrete variables, and attributes such as gender, religion, cost, country, etc. can be represented by bar diagram. Okay, so bar diagram is more convenient for non-frequency data such as income, expenditure profile, export, imports. Okay, these are the bars. Okay, you are presenting the data in bars. It seems better. Okay, we can see that marginal workers are 9. The main workers are 32% and non-worker are 62%. So by simply looking at the bar, we can easily understand the data, what this picture, what this diagram shows. Okay, next is literacy. This is table literacy rates of major states of India. Literacy rates of male and female of 2001 and 2011 is shown in this table according to the characteristics attributes male female are all these are attributes, qualitative data. Okay, the table clearly shows that in Andhra Pradesh this much male literacy was there in 2001 and female literacy. In the same manner, you can understand this table. But what is the utility this of table? What is the utility of this table? Sorry, we want to construct diagram which we can show through bars. Okay, let us see how we can prepare bar diagram through this table. We have taken states. We have taken states on the this x-axis and literacy rate on the y-axis. From this data we can draw bars. So simply the height of the bar shows which state has how much literacy. Okay, you can explain this diagram that Kerala has 96% literacy in the year 2001 or 2011, whatever may be the year. Okay, so this is bar diagram. It shows the literacy rate of India in year 2011. Okay, here the source of the data is also shown. That data is about major states of India 2011 census data. Bar diagram may be multiple bar diagram. Okay, now we will see multiple bar diagram. Multiple bar diagram, when we construct multiple bar diagram, when we have different type of data together. For example, income and expenditure or import and export. We want to show these two characteristics together. Export, import, income, expenditure are two different characteristics. These are two different characteristics. If we want to show these two characteristics together, we have to draw multiple bar diagram. You also see the figure, multiple bar diagram. Figure is 4.2. Here is a figure of multiple bar diagram. Here we have shown the female literacy rates of major states of India, and this is percentage of literacy. Multiple bar diagram showing female literacy rates over the two census years 2001 and 2011. For example, this bar is of 2001 and this is of 2011. It is shown individually of different states. Okay, these are different states, and from this multiple bar diagram you can easily compare the literacy rates over two different time periods. Okay, so this is the necessity of the bar diagram, because it shows it can in fact show we can compare the data by constructing the multiple bar diagram. Next is component bar diagram. We simply divide bars into different components. For example, we have it is not easy to draw diagram through mouse, so therefore it is not clear. We divide the bars into different parts. Okay, it may be 100%, it may be 100. Okay, and we are dividing this bar diagram. This is called component bar diagram or called sub diagram. This is very useful in comparing the sizes of different component parts. Okay, for example, sales proceeds from different products, expenditure pattern. ओके, एक्सपेंडिचर पैटर्न में क्या क्या आ जाएगा, जैसे फूड पे कितना खर्च करता है, कोई रेंट कितना देता है, मेडिसिन पे कितना खर्च होता है, एजुकेशन पावर एंड सो ऑन, है ना. तो हम बहुत सारी चीज़ों के एक्सपेंडिचर करते हैं. इन दिस वे वी कैन टेक डिफरेंट कंपोनेंट्स एंड शो दैम थ्रू बार डायग्राम्स. You can also see the picture of bar diagram. This is component bar diagram. This is component bar diagram. Different characteristics: boys, girls, and out of schools and enrolled in schools. Okay, 91.5% were boys were enrolled in school in Bihar, and 8.5% were out of the school. Okay, this is multiple bar diagram. So in this way you can present the data through different bars, multiple bar diagram, or you can construct simple bar diagram or component bar diagram. It depends on the necessity in which way you can what type of data you have, and through which way you want to present that data. Next is pie diagram. Okay, next is pie diagram, sorry. So what is pie diagram? This is simply a circle which is divided into different percentages according to the magnitude of the data. A pie diagram is also a component diagram, but unlike bar diagram, it is a circle. It is a circle whose area is proportionally divided among the component it represents. Okay, कौन कौन से component है? For example, यहाँ पे एक component है, यहाँ पे एक, और यहाँ पे एक component. Okay, this is called a pie chart. Circle is divided in as many parts as there are components by simply drawing straight lines from the center to the circumference. हम center से line draw करेंगे कहाँ पे? Circumference पे, है ना, सर्कल के आउटर बाउंड्री को टच करेंगे, और इस तरह से हम डिवाइड कर लेंगे पाई डायग्राम को. और हमारे कितने कंपोनेंट हैं उसके अकॉर्डिंग। तो एंगल निकालना पड़ेगा, उसके लिए हमें पूरे एरिया को सर्कल के डिवाइड करेंगे एंड वी विल मल्टीप्लाई वन थिंग बाय simply one reading by 3.6 degree. Okay, to get degree, to find out the angle, in a circle. Okay, let us see how we do this. You can see in this table marginal worker, mean worker and non-worker data is given here for the year 2011. In population, 12% were marginal and 36 were mean, and 73% workers were these this is population, this is not percentage, these are absolute numbers. 73 workers were non-worker in the total population. We are calculating its percentage. We have noted that out of 100 to 9.9% were marginal workers, 29.8% were mean worker, and 60.3% were non-worker. We have simply multiplied it by 3.6 डिग्री से हमें इसको मल्टीप्लाई कर दिया, तो हमारे पास ये फिगर आ रही है, ठीक है। 336 आ गया, 107 आ गया, 217% आ गया। इन दिस वे वी कैन कंस्ट्रक्ट दीज डिफरेंट एंगल्स इन अ पाई चार्ट। सो इस वे में हम पाई चार्ट को बनाएंगे, है ना। सबसे पहले एक एंगल बनाएंगे, उसमें हम शो करेंगे ये 9.36% का एरिया जो है ये मार्जिनल वर्कर्स को शो कर रहा है। This 36% area, this shows the marginal workers, and this area shows the main workers, and this area shows the non-worker population, which is maximum 217%. You can see, okay, these are main workers. In this way, we can construct the pie diagrams. हम यहाँ तक ही रखेंगे. Next, we will see in the next video. Thank you for watching.